We was moved to El Paso by the military, by the German forces, Air Force, and I was an IT guy at the German Air Force Command.
The Peters came to one of our model homes, visited with one of our sales persons, very interested in the high efficient net zero energy home.
I said, okay, when we are building, then we are building a net zero home. I like to show that it's possible so that we can use our renewable energy available.
We were very interested, we're always interested in cutting edge technology and doing something a little bit out of the box and different. And so we're very pleased to work with the Peters and make this all come about.
Winton was the only one who accepted it and said, hey, let's do something new. Let's be on the cutting edge of the technology.
As Reinhardt knew that he wanted to use this net zero technology and integrate German products to enhance that and make it come about.
Since I was retired, to find the best technologies and innovative technologies around the world. And then I was coming along, visiting a lot of shows and stuff in Spain, all over the world.
A home that is net zero produces as much energy, like by solar or some other means, as it consumes. So the result is total zero energy consumption from the home. We're always open to innovation, to new efficiencies and new methods. That's why when Mr. Reinhardt brought us the idea of using German technology, we were very open and say, okay, let's see what you're talking about, let's look at it, and it worked out fabulously.
Coming up, one of the secrets of a net zero home is this NASA-looking foil barrier. We'll explain why it's better than normal insulation. Stay tuned.
We start obviously with the foundation. We set the forms and do our plumbing rough in and prepare as traditional house would. But before we pour the slab, we put a 1-inch insulation around the perimeter of the foundation down into the footings to prevent heat and cold from transferring into the slab. The floor actually will be much warmer in the wintertime because it's insulated from the cool outdoor air.
I would like to show you something very exciting. This is a new product. What is the key to the energy saving around the world?
Other homes are not insulated, the foundations are not insulated, so that's something we do in all Energy Star homes.
This is a foil. You see, it's very thin. It's a R45. This one is used also in the manufacturing, in the clothing and things. You don't need any mask for installing it. And the nice thing is, this is equal to 15-inch insulation. This is only a half-inch thick. And this has 14 layers, what reflects all the heat and cooling. It keeps the cool inside, it keeps the heat outside.
But what is unique in this home and all homes that we build is every stud is insulated between each stud. And each stud is a void in the insulation, which creates a thermal break in the insulation no matter how thick your walls are. So to alleviate that, we put a 1-inch continuous foam barrier around the outside of the home. So if you could imagine just taking a well-insulated home and put it inside a styrofoam ice chest. That's similar to what we're doing here. So that continuous insulation gives one more layer of protection from heat or cool and creates a super insulated house.
Coming up, instead of a normal HVAC or forced air heating and cooling system, this net zero home uses hydronic heating. How does a system of water tubes in the walls and ceiling keep the home comfortable? Stay tuned.
This home has a hydronic heating system, and it has a piping system, if you will, in the ceiling, and it's a grid system that you cannot see. It's behind the sheetrock, but as it requires heat it will pump warm water through these pipes and radiate that warmth into the house.
Also this heat pump, this inverter-controlled heat pump from Ecoforest is the first one in the area of Texas.
It's a heat pump that has been designed in Spain and is extremely efficient. We use heat pumps here in the United States, but this is very more technologically advanced and efficient. It's a variable speed heat pump, so it runs just at a speed that's needed. In the summertime, it will pump cool or cold water through these pipes and radiate cool air into the house. So it's quite unique, it's very quiet, it's a very constant temperature. The temperature variation is very, very minimal from any room or corner of the house to the other. And so it's a very technical, advanced, efficient heating and cooling system.
This digital thing we are using in every room to control the humidity and control the temperature and see that the temperature is always in a separation of maximal 1 or 2 degrees in the whole house.
The genius of the design of this heat pump system is as it circulates water through the house, let's say in the summertime, it's producing cold water and the water warms up. It goes back to the heat pump, it extracts that warm water and puts it in a storage tank that produces domestic hot water. So you get free hot water by using your heating and cooling system.
That means this house is working on a delta T of 10 degrees, from 66 to 76 degrees. That's all what we're using on energy.
But it will very efficiently maintain that temperature consistently throughout the house, day and night, with very, very little temperature fluctuation.
Coming up next week on the Open House Show, you'll see how this nearly airtight home uses a special ventilation system to refresh the air inside and control humidity. We'll also show you a revolutionary solar porch, a comfortable awning in the backyard that powers the home. Finally, we'll give you a grand tour of this contemporary Euro-styled home of the future with its net zero carbon footprint. All coming up next week.